Okay, let's talk about how to facilitate Unit 6 Guiding Principles. This unit deals with ethics and contracting, team dynamics, and communication and documentation. This unit is done individually, self-paced, and the students will complete this on their own. Okay, and so typically an instructor really won't have a lot to do for this particular unit other than maybe answer questions and monitor the student exchange in case students are having a problem. But this unit of instruction is housed entirely in Articulate Rise, and it is linked right here in your ISP. So when you click on this, if a student's having trouble accessing this from the notebook or from MS Teams, you could actually send them just this link and it will work just fine. Okay? So just to give you an idea of what's in this, the cover page is pretty brief, just tells them what the 3 lessons are, and when they click start, it will move them into kind of this navigational view where they can begin the lesson. Now, let's go to the student notebook really quickly to kind of see what it says about this unit of instruction. All right, so in order for the students to access this unit of instruction, they will actually be getting to it via the Assignments tab in MS Teams. So let me just show you what that looks like. So this is the Assignments tab, and this is for the Unit 6 Guiding Principles, and all they have to do is click on this link right here, and this will launch the Articulate Rise unit. Okay, it'll launch exactly what we're looking at right here. But that is how the students access, this is how the students will access the Unit 6 unit of instruction. Okay? Let's go back to the student notebook and take a look and see what they're going to do. So here's instructions on how they access it. And then in similar fashion to other units of instruction, they are going to be going through the lesson and recording the answers to certain things. So for example, here in ethics, right, the first thing they have to answer is ethics is defined as, and right here we have that. Okay, and so they're going to go and they're going to record that within the student notebook. And they'll continue on and fill out these questions for each of the different lessons. All right, and you can see over here they've got 3: ethics and contracting, team dynamics, and communication and documentation. All right, and this will take them a little while to get through. That being said, it's relatively easy. It's just search and record and learn. We do have some interactive exercises in here, and I'll show you. Here's one, like kind of a matching thing where they have to kind of drag which principle goes with what, and then they hit submit and it'll tell them how many they got wrong and how many they got right. Okay, and so it will provide them feedback, but you as the instructor will need to make sure that you get familiar with this content so that you can provide them the correct answers. Okay, and you can see right here that the answers are immediate, and so you can go through and you can see those correct answers as well. I did want to point out that at the end of the ethics lesson, there are various scenarios, and I just want to take you to those really quickly. You can see we have some questions in here. Okay, here we go. We have these interactive scenarios where it's going to provide them an opportunity to test their knowledge with ethical dilemmas. So here's one where a program manager is asking for donations for a coworker who is actually a subcontractor. Here's one where a contractor has provided breakfast, and the students will have to determine whether or not they should pay for it or whether they can eat it, right? And that's all based on the 2050 rule that they've learned prior to these questions. Now again, these are not graded, these are just ways to test their knowledge. Now while these aren't graded, you know, the concepts from Unit 6 will be tested in the Con 1100V final exam, and so you need to encourage students to do these and to learn the concepts here. Okay, and team dynamics and communication have similar engagement and interactive activities for the students to get through. All right, And once they're through with that, then they are done with Unit 6. And hopefully they enjoy that unit. And if they have any questions, encourage them to put them in the student exchange so that you can assist them. Thanks.